Have you ever held a piece of history in the palm of your hand and realized it could change your life forever? Today on Rare Coin News USA, we're diving deep into a world most people never even dream exists. A world where a single coin, a tiny piece of metal, could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. I'm talking about buffalo nickels, but not just any buffalo nickels. These are the ultra-rare, jaw-dropping treasures that serious collectors fight tooth and nail to get their hands on. In this video, we are unveiling 5 coins so rare, so valuable, that owning one is like holding a secret treasure chest in your pocket. Each one has a story, a history, and features that make them priceless in the eyes of collectors across the United States. But be warned, these aren't just coins, they're legacy makers. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just discover that you have been sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. And here's the best part. My channel brings you fresh, daily updates on rare coins, no fluff, no fiction, just the pulse of the rare coin market that could make your collection the envy of the nation. So strap in, because what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind and maybe even your wallet in the best possible way. Coin number 1. Buffalo nickel 1937, without mint mark, gray shade, fine condition. When it comes to the world of rare coins, few pieces capture both history and mystery quite like the buffalo nickel of 1937. A coin whose story begins in the heart of the roaring 1930s, a time of profound change and transformation in America. Crafted during a period when the nation was slowly emerging from the shadows of economic hardship, this nickel isn't just currency. It's a living artifact, a slice of history that whispers the tales of the past. What makes this coin stand out is not only its age, but the incredible story embedded in every curve, every line, every subtle detail of its surface. The 1937 buffalo nickel, particularly the one without a mint mark and sporting a subtle grey shade, represents a perfect confluence of artistry and rarity. Designed by the legendary sculptor James Earl Fraser, the coin carries a timeless depiction of a Native American chief on the obverse, meticulously detailed, showing strength, dignity, and the resilience of a people whose history is inseparable from the story of America itself. Flip it over, and the iconic American bison, majestic, powerful, almost alive, stares back at you, a symbol of the untamed spirit of the plains. This coin was not mass-produced in the way we might imagine today. Each one was struck with care, a product of a meticulous minting process, where tiny variances could make one coin a treasure beyond imagining. But the magic, the true uniqueness of this coin, lies in its subtle features. The lack of a mint mark immediately sets it apart from its more common siblings. The grey shade, rare and alluring, adds a layer of mystique, almost like the coin carries a silent secret, waiting for someone to uncover it. Every collector who lays eyes on it can sense the rarity, a silent, powerful aura that declares, this is not just money, this is a treasure. Coins like this do not sit idly in circulation. They are sought after by collectors who understand that owning such a piece is like holding a fragment of history that can transform your collection from ordinary to legendary. The rarity of this coin cannot be overstated. Even among buffalo nickels, the 1937 variety without a mint mark is a collector's holy grail, particularly in fine condition. These coins are vanishing from sight, and the demand is skyrocketing because seasoned collectors and investors alike recognize a truth that is simple yet profound. Coins of this caliber don't just maintain their value, they grow into fortunes. Every year the market tightens, and these gems become harder and harder to find, making each one a potential life-changing acquisition for the savvy collector. Now, let's talk about the current market value and brace yourself. This is where reality meets excitement. The Buffalo nickel 1937, without mint mark, gray shade, in fine condition, is currently valued at $112,000. That's not a typo. One coin in your hands could be worth more than a lifetime of ordinary collections combined. This is a treasure that doesn't just sit quietly in a display. It gives its owner power, prestige, and a story that could rival the most thrilling adventures of history. And here's the best part. The market is dynamic, ever-growing, and the value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait for a while, and this coin could reach even greater heights, a treasure that rewards patience and foresight like few other investments can. For collectors, here is a crucial tip. Focus on preserving the integrity of the coin. Its fine condition is delicate, yet crucial. Keep it away from moisture, avoid unnecessary handling, and store it in a protective display that showcases its beauty without compromising its surface. Understanding and respecting the coin's condition is not just about preservation, it's about safeguarding an asset that could appreciate exponentially in the coming years. Knowledge and care are what separate the casual collector from the serious treasure hunter. The 1937 Buffalo nickel without mint mark, with its alluring gray shade and fine condition, is more than a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of rarity, and a living treasure whose value is recognized by collectors worldwide. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so powerful, so rare, that it could transform your collection and potentially your life. That is what this coin represents, a chance to own a fragment of history that commands attention, respect, and awe. Remember, Rare Coin News USA brings you freshly updated insights every single day, revealing treasures and stories that others might overlook. Stay tuned, because the next coin we unveil will make your heart race, your curiosity spike, and your collector's instincts ignite like never before. Coin number 2, Buffalo nickel 1916, without mint mark, gray shade, fine condition. Imagine holding a coin that has quietly survived over a century of American history, a coin that has passed through countless hands, witnessed monumental events, yet retains its own quiet dignity and incredible allure. That coin is the 1916 Buffalo nickel without mint mark, in that rare, subtle gray shade and in fine condition, a coin that is nothing short of a living relic, a treasure that speaks directly to the soul of any serious collector. The year 1916 places this coin in an era of profound change in America. The country was on the brink of entering World War I. Industrial progress was reshaping cities, and the very identity of the United States was evolving. Amidst this backdrop, the Buffalo nickel, designed by the legendary James Earl Fraser, emerged as a symbol of the American spirit, bold, resilient, and unmistakably iconic. On the obverse, the Native American profile is rendered with exquisite artistry, a tribute to the strength, dignity, and enduring legacy of indigenous peoples. On the reverse, the mighty American bison stands as a sentinel of the frontier, a living emblem of freedom and the wild landscapes that shaped the nation. What makes the 1916 without mint mark so unique is that it captures a rare moment in minting history. No mint mark means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but beyond that, this coin boasts a gray shade that is almost ethereal, a color that seems to whisper secrets of its long journey through time. Each line, each contour, every subtle shadow on the surface tells a story. This is not just a coin. It is a bridge between eras, a tangible connection to the past that allows collectors to hold history in their hands. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its beauty, but also for its unparalleled rarity. Coins from 1916 are scarce, and those in fine condition with this grey patina are exceptionally elusive. The market demand for pieces like this is intense because collectors understand the profound significance of owning a coin that few have ever seen, let alone possessed. When you hold a 1916 Buffalo nickel without Mintmark, you are not just adding a coin to your collection. You are claiming a legendary treasure that has withstood the test of time. Now, let's talk about the numbers. And brace yourself. The current market value of this coin is $141,000. Yes, that's $141,000 for a single coin, a treasure beyond imagination, a piece that could transform your collection overnight into a vault of legendary wealth. This is the kind of coin that commands respect, awe, and desire from collectors across the United States. And here's the kicker. The value is growing steadily, climbing as the years pass, and as more collectors recognize its irreplaceable status. This is not speculation. This is the reality of the rare coin market. For collectors, here is the key. Preserve its patina, protect its surface, and handle it with utmost care. Fine condition coins like this are delicate. Every mark matters. Every detail contributes to its value. Proper storage, a quality display case, and minimal handling are essential to maintaining its allure and ensuring that this treasure continues to appreciate. Remember, this coin is more than currency, it is a legacy, a piece of history that will only become more revered with time. The 1916 Buffalo nickel without Mintmark, in fine condition and grey shade, is a masterpiece of artistry, history, and rarity. Owning it is akin to possessing a fragment of America itself, a legendary treasure that commands attention and inspires awe. Rare Coin News USA brings you these insights daily, uncovering treasures that others overlook, and connecting you with coins that are not just valuable, they are priceless pieces of history. Imagine holding such a coin in your hands, a century-old marvel, quietly waiting to reward the collector who recognizes its true worth. This is not just a coin, it is a life-changing treasure. Coin number 3, Buffalo Nickel 1927 with D Mintmark, black shade, fine condition. Picture this. You hold in your hand a coin that is nearly a century old, yet somehow feels alive, like it carries the spirit of the era it was born in. The 1927 Buffalo nickel with a D Mintmark, cloaked in a rare black shade and preserved in fine condition, is exactly that. A treasure that feels almost mystical, a relic that whispers stories of a world long past, yet more relevant than ever for collectors who recognize true value. The year 1927 was a fascinating period in American history. The country was roaring through the Jazz Age. Skyscrapers were reshaping city skylines, and cultural innovation was at its peak. Yet in the midst of this transformation, the Buffalo nickel remained a symbol of timeless strength, resilience, and the enduring legacy of the American frontier. On its obverse, the Native American profile, masterfully sculpted by James Earl Fraser, gazes forward with a quiet, commanding dignity. Every line of the face tells a story, every detail a tribute to the heritage and courage of a people whose strength shaped a nation. The reverse features the iconic bison, standing firm, almost alive in its power and presence, a perfect emblem of untamed America. What makes this 1927 with D Mintmark version truly extraordinary is not just its age or design. It's the rare black shade that covers its surface, giving the coin an aura of mystery and gravitas. Unlike typical circulation coins, this piece possesses a patina that evokes awe, a subtle darkness that suggests a hidden treasure quietly waiting to be discovered. Add to that the D Mintmark, signifying its origin in the Denver Mint, and you have a coin that is both historically significant and exceptionally rare, a true crown jewel for serious collectors. Collectors know that rarity alone is not enough. Condition matters, and this coin's fine grade is a testament to its careful preservation over nearly 100 years. Coins like this are not just valuable, they are coveted, fought over, and revered, because every detail, every shadow, every contour contributes to its story and its market worth. Owning such a coin is like holding a living legend in your hand, a treasure that commands attention, admiration, and respect from every collector in the field. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. The current market value of this 1927 Buffalo nickel with D Mintmark, black shade, fine condition is $137,000. That's right, over $137,000 for a single coin. A piece of history that could dramatically elevate your collection and your standing in the collector community. This is not just a coin, it is a treasure that grows in value day by day, a rare artifact that embodies wealth, history, and prestige in one small, awe-inspiring package. And here's the truth. The market for coins like this is climbing steadily. Patience and insight in the collector world can transform a coin into a life-altering asset. And this Buffalo nickel is a perfect example of that reality. For those serious about collecting, here is a crucial tip. Treat this coin like the treasure it is. Store it in a protective case, avoid unnecessary handling, and maintain its stunning black shade without exposure to harsh elements. Every collector who values longevity and appreciation knows that preservation is not just about keeping the coin intact, it's about safeguarding a fortune that could continue to grow for decades. The 1927 Buffalo nickel with D Mintmark, black shade, and fine condition is far more than just a collectible. It is a living testament to American history, a rare and powerful artifact that embodies centuries of cultural and economic evolution. Imagine holding this coin, nearly a century old, yet timeless, commanding awe, and representing a treasure that could define your collection forever. Rare Coin News USA brings you daily updates, uncovering coins of legendary value and connecting you to treasures most people only dream of. Stay tuned, because the next coin we reveal promises to raise the excitement even higher, taking your collector journey to unimaginable heights. Coin number 4, Buffalo Nickel 1925. Without mint mark, gray layer, fine condition. Imagine uncovering a treasure that has silently endured nearly a century, surviving the passage of time, wars, economic upheavals, and countless hands, only to arrive in your collection as a piece of pure historical brilliance. That treasure is the 1925 Buffalo nickel without mint mark, featuring a rare gray layer and preserved in fine condition. This is not just a coin, it is a portal to the past, a tangible connection to an era that shaped modern America, waiting for the collector wise enough to recognize its immense value. The year 1925 marked a pivotal period in U.S. history. The nation was experiencing economic growth during the Roaring Twenties. Cities were expanding, and cultural innovation was in full swing. Yet amidst all this, the Buffalo nickel remained a symbol of enduring legacy and untamed spirit. Designed by James Earl Fraser, the obverse showcases a Native American profile that exudes power, dignity, and wisdom. Every detail in the sculpted features is intentional, reflecting not just artistry, but respect for the people whose history it honors. Flip it over, and the majestic bison stands tall, a silent guardian of the plains, representing strength, resilience, and the spirit of freedom that defines the American frontier. What truly makes this 1925 coin extraordinary is the gray layer that blankets its surface. This subtle but striking feature is exceptionally rare and adds an aura of mystique that instantly catches the eye of any collector. Unlike ordinary circulation coins, the gray layer suggests a history of careful handling and preservation, a coin that has survived the test of time with elegance and grace. The absence of a mint mark, combined with this unique shading, immediately sets it apart from its peers, making it a true crown jewel in the eyes of collectors worldwide. Collectors understand that rarity is just part of the story. The coin's condition elevates its value exponentially. Fine condition for a 1925 buffalo nickel without mint mark is not easy to find, and that's what makes this piece so coveted. It is not simply a coin, it is a treasured artifact, a symbol of historical significance and financial potential rolled into one. Every glance, every detail of this coin tells a story, and the allure it holds for collectors is irresistible. Now here's the jaw-dropping part. The current market value of this 1925 buffalo nickel without mint mark, gray layer, in fine condition, is $152,000. That's right, one coin, $152,000, a true treasure that could redefine your collection and position you among elite collectors. This is a rare, appreciating asset, a coin whose value grows steadily as time passes and demand continues to rise. This is not fantasy, it is the reality of the rare coin market, and owning this coin is akin to holding a living, breathing piece of American history that rewards patience and insight like few other investments can. For collectors looking to maximize the coin's potential, preservation is critical. Keep it in a protective case, avoid unnecessary handling, and ensure the gray layer remains intact. Every subtle mark, every shade, and every detail contributes to its long-term value. This coin is not just a collectible, it is a strategic investment in history and wealth, a piece that can elevate any serious collection to legendary status. The 1925 buffalo nickel without mint mark, gray layer, and fine condition is far more than a coin. It is a historical masterpiece and a collector's dream. Owning it is like holding a treasure chest of history in your hands, a coin whose rarity, condition, and sheer beauty command admiration and awe. Rare Coin News USA brings you daily, freshly updated insights, ensuring that treasures like this don't remain hidden from passionate collectors. Imagine having this coin in your collection, a true legacy, a rare treasure, and a life-changing asset that could grow even more valuable with each passing day. Coin number 5, Buffalo Nickel 1936 with D Mintmark, circulated condition. Picture holding a coin that has traveled decades through countless hands, a silent witness to history, yet still retaining its dignity, its beauty, and its immense value. The 1936 Buffalo Nickel with D Mintmark, even in circulated condition, is exactly that kind of treasure, a coin that embodies history, rarity, and the thrilling potential of wealth, waiting for the collector who recognizes its extraordinary significance. The year 1936 placed this coin in the heart of the Great Depression era, a time when America faced unparalleled challenges but never lost its resilience. Amid the hardship, the Buffalo Nickel continued to circulate, carrying with it the timeless artistry of James Earl Fraser. On the obverse, the Native American profile radiates strength, pride, and a dignity that has stood the test of time. The reverse features the iconic bison, its powerful stance a tribute to the wild spirit of the American frontier. Even in circulated condition, the essence of this coin remains breathtaking, a testament to the durability of both its design and its legacy. What makes this coin exceptional is not just its design or its age. It's the D Mintmark, indicating its origin in Denver, and the story that circulates through every mark, every slight wear on its surface. These features tell a tale of decades spent in the hands of everyday Americans, yet surviving as a rare and coveted artifact for today's collectors. Even in circulated condition, this 1936 Buffalo nickel stands out in the market, commanding respect, admiration, and a price that seems almost unreal for a single coin. Collectors recognize that rarity combined with history creates unparalleled demand. Coins like this are not just desirable, they are legendary. Each detail, each mark, and each contour contributes to the coin's story and value. This is a piece that can transform an ordinary collection into a vault of historic treasures, a coin that commands attention and ignites excitement among collectors nationwide. And now, the figure that will truly make your heart race. The current market value of this 1936 Buffalo nickel with D Mintmark in circulated condition is $159,000. That's right, one coin, $159,000, a treasure of immense significance and potential. This is a coin whose value is growing day by day, a rare artifact that not only represents history but also holds incredible wealth potential for the collector savvy enough to secure it. This is no ordinary coin, it is a life-changing treasure. For collectors, the key tip is to preserve what remains, even in circulated condition. Maintain its integrity, avoid damage, and display it in a secure, protective environment. The story of this coin, combined with its rarity and rising market value, makes it an investment and a historical gem rolled into one. Owning it is a privilege, and every collector who has it can feel the weight of history and treasure in their hands. The 1936 Buffalo nickel with D Mintmark circulated condition is not just a coin, it is a treasure of history, rarity, and immense value. Imagine holding it in your hand, a piece of the past, a collectible legend, and a life-altering asset all at once. This coin, like the others we have unveiled today, reminds us why Buffalo nickels are more than currency, they are priceless treasures. And there you have it. 5 of the rarest, most valuable Buffalo nickels in today's market. Each one a story, a piece of history, and a treasure beyond imagination. Can you feel it? The thrill of holding a coin that could transform your collection, your legacy, and maybe even your life? These aren't just coins, they are living artifacts, priceless treasures, and rare investments that grow in value every single day. Remember, here on Rare Coin News USA, we bring you fresh, daily updates on the most extraordinary coins in the world, uncovering treasures that others overlook and giving you the edge in the collector's market. If you love diving into these legendary Buffalo nickels, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because the next treasure we reveal could be even bigger, rarer, and more valuable than anything you have ever seen. Stay curious, stay excited, and remember that every coin has a story, but only the rarest hold the power to change everything. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your hands always hold treasures worth more than you ever imagined.